True Life. I'm a woman at the Mexican Revolution. In this mini episode of True Life, you will learn about 3 types of courageous women. All 3 of these women played major roles in the Mexican Revolution. They include intellectuals, soldaderas, and female soldiers. Through this episode, you will gain brief insight to the experiences of their groups during the revolution. Meet Dolores Jimenez, an intellectual of the Mexican Revolution. Jimenez, like many other intellectuals, was a schoolteacher. She preached alongside political activists, thinkers, and writers. In the early 1900s, Jimenez used the freedom of speech to express feminist and revolutionary perspectives. Most intellectuals, like herself, were of higher class in society. They used their wealth to gain higher positions in government, so that their opinions could gain greater respect from the people. Their main goal was to seek equality between men and women. Thus, Jimenez wanted to remove Diaz from power to stop such major discrimination in their society. She wanted to remove the restrictions Diaz placed on women in order to achieve a more equal lifestyle. In turn, Jimenez, like all other intellectuals, wanted to replace Diaz with Francisco I. Madero. Madero was a firm supporter of democracy and the making of a government that was subject to the strict limits of the law without discrimination. During this rebellion against Diaz, many intellectuals endured imprisonment, torture, and hostility, yet they remained fearless in pursuing their goals. Because of their strong determination, intellectuals like Jimenez are considered one of the greatest contributing groups to the Mexican Revolution. Meet the soldaderas, the most typical role of women in the revolution. The term soldadera means soldier women. These women, like intellectuals, fought for the freedoms they deserved. However, while intellectuals fought through speeches and rebellions, the soldaderas physically fought as soldiers in the army to achieve their goal. Additionally, these women traveled with revolutionary armies to forage for food, cook meals, nurse the wounded, wash clothes, and to provide other services not provided by the military. They endured miserable living conditions, malnutrition, and had to care for children while on duty in inhospitable surroundings. Most of them were mestizas, or Indian women, including school teachers and wives of soldiers who had nowhere to go. These women went to the army in response to the great need of their many services. In addition to healthcare, the soldaderas were used as spies and smugglers for the U.S. During the time of the Mexican Revolution, the soldaderas were not treated with the respect they deserved. Despite such unfair treatment, the soldaderas continued to fight throughout the revolution. For this reason, as well as many others, it is apparent that the soldaderas played a major role in the Mexican Revolution. However, it is unfortunate that until recently, their contributions have remained unrecognized. Meeting the female soldiers, women who fought for their rights solely through combat. The female soldiers of the revolution did not contribute in the same ways as the soldaderas. Though the soldaderas did fight in combat, that was not their main job. To support the revolution, female soldiers virtually gave up their identities as women to fight in combat. They were forced to masculinize themselves completely, both physically and mentally. The women had to dress and act like men, as well as prove themselves to be strong enough for combat. They learned how to ride horseback and properly use weapons to achieve this goal. This privilege allowed women to show that they are just as able as men. Furthermore, many of the female soldiers were outlaws and leaders of bandit gangs. Thus, being a female soldier helped them escape and fight for a better life. Unlike the soldaderas, the female soldiers were registered in the army rosters. and could climb up to higher ranks. By fighting in combat, women were able to show that both men and women had the same abilities, which in turn proved to society that men and women were indeed equal beings. Like both intellectuals and soldaderas, most female soldiers were not recognized for their great contributions throughout the Revolution. However, it is obvious that they greatly impacted the Revolution with their sacrifices.